Okay, we are back at the Brampton rental and we have some updates regarding plumbing. So we have done, well, the contractors have done the plumbing rough-in. There have been some updates to the plumbing system because whoever did the plumbing beforehand didn't do it properly. And these are the things you run into when you do renovations. You open things up and you're like, oh, that's incorrect, and you got to change that, which is totally expected, and it's not a surprise. I've done renovations before, so I totally get that. So I'm going to show you what it looks like downstairs. There is zero power because the panel actually have to be moved too, which is another unforeseen circumstance. But I had a feeling as well because the panel's in the bathroom. It's like, who does that, right? So I always knew that was kind of an issue. So that's going to be changed. There is no power. The workers are just using lights during the day, and that's good for them. But they've opened the floor, and I just want to show you, like, what's going on. Okay, we're gonna go here with a flashlight so you can see what's going on. So we busted up the floor. When I mean me, I mean the team. I mean the team. So this whole section here has been updated to new plumbing. And this is also with the recommendation of the city inspector because they wanted to make sure everything's up to date and to code, which is cool because that's what it should be anyways. This here is the laundry room. And let me see if I can zoom out there. So the plumbing has been updated for laundry. And the bathroom the cold cellar has been roughed in for insulation. This is the new plumbing vent. This is the new plumbing drain. It used to run along the side here and then go in and down. And that's been changed. So here's the basement now with flashlight. So these holes in the floor there is because this water meter here isn't in the original location. That used to be over here, and then that has been changed. Why? I'm not too sure. Now, there was a leak previously from the owner. The street has an issue with that. This blue line should be a copper line. It doesn't have a trace line in it, so that has to be updated as well. So that's an incurred cost. And I'll tell you about that a little bit more when we get back upstairs. But anyways, this is the basement apartment. Right now, it is totally open, which is easier for everybody to work with. And I'm totally okay with how things are going because the team right now is pretty competent. So back upstairs, and as I mentioned, the team that I work with, I'm using a Lifetime Building Group. They're really good. They keep me up to date. They're very competent. They tell me exactly what's going on. They don't give me any BS. They tell me exactly what the cost is, and they don't really inflate prices. So with that water line, the hang up we have right now is this street that I'm on in Brampton is a very old street. And the water mains from the water city connection to the house, they tend to burst. And the city and the region have been sending out notices for insurance, waterline insurance because it may burst, and there have been half a dozen on the street that have burst. This property had burst before I owned it, and then the neighbors told me that the previous guy, he had kind of remediated. He fixed it, it works, everything's cool, but he just didn't really do it properly, right? So the city just wants it done right, and that's what, an extra $3,800, which is not huge because the notices that they send out with the insurance company through the region, they always estimate like 10, 20,000 or something like that, and they're trying to scare you and whatever to buy the insurance, but it's really not that hard. So that's where we're at right now. We're in plumbing rough-in, not completed yet, but getting there, and hopefully that should be done in the next couple days, and I'll give you folks another update when we get things closed up.